we're gonna have to backtrack from the story real quick, because this man just made a diss track about me, and this is one thing you can't take away from this man is that he is talented. He is lyricist. The word lyricist. Okay? This right, child. Bar. Trying to put my ends up, cause ain't pay your bills. I don't wanna hurt your feelings, I had love for you for real. Now I wish that I never even fuck with you for real. And you said that. Oh my god, bro, D, they need to sign you, and you need to go up, because when I tell you, you know how to rap, my boy, you are talented. Now I feel a little bit bad, because I know when you really hurt, you go to the studio, because you ain't been going to the studio since me and you been together. I always wondered, like, why you don't rap no more? Why you ain't in the booth? Like, I thought we was gonna have this, like, you know, rapper tour life, because that's what you said to me. But, like, all you do is play the game and eat McDonald's. But if this what it took for you to get back in that booth, baby, oh, I'm still gonna listen to your music, because you are one talented guy. I know that. Anyways, what about the song you made about me before that? Let's play that one. Let's play it. Talk your shit, D.
This is how I'm feeling. I'ma just keep it. I'ma let it all out.
Let it all out, baby.
Like, I don't really like to express myself to nobody. That's a problem I got, I guess. I love you when you left like you ain't give a fuck about it. You know I miss loving you and touching on your body. Don't run to the internet, let's go through this in private. I'm going through a lot, but it's been hard for me to hide, you know. I want you on my side, I can't go through this alone. Like, fuck them other bitches, you the only one I want. I ain't trying to start no fight, so I ain't going through your phone. You ain't never gonna leave, cause I'm right where you belong.
I'm sorry, baby. No, I'm just playing. For real, let's get back into this story, because baby, that song ain't stopping nothing. But the fact that shit was hard. So after I had confronted him about if he was a little white circle thing addict, you know what I'm saying? He really came at me like, bro, are you serious? You ain't never seen me do that. Why would you accuse me of that? Are you crazy? You just listen to my baby mama. Like, you just listen to what people say. I was like, no, you actually put it in your songs. I was watching your interviews, and you actually said you did it in your interviews. But when I asked you about it, you was like, no, it was only for music. You ain't never really did nothing like that, right? So after we spent literally like 45 minutes going back and forth about how he didn't take no type of little circle white things, he finally admitted to it, because I was ready to leave him. You know, when you be like right there ready to leave somebody, and they finally kind of tell the truth, but like half the truth just to make you feel good. Narcissistic manipulation shit. He was like, yes, I take them. Yes, when I had went to go pick up them keys and that money, I didn't really pick up no keys and no money. I had picked up some circle white things. And I said, where are they? Because I had confronted him literally like a week later, because you had picked up 13 of them. And or maybe 10, I don't know. He gave him $130, so maybe they was $13 a piece. I don't know. Either way it go, I know I paid that man $130. And then he was like, I took them all already. I was like, dang, already? He was like, yes, I take 2 a day. Okay, cool. I'm off the problem. I'm off it, because he just admitted to it. I said, don't do that around me. I don't want to be with no person like that. I'm not trying to judge people with their problems and their addictions and stuff, but me personally, I just don't want to be with a man that has that type of problem. I feel like I deserve better, you know? Anyway, after that happened, it all went downhill, because I was still trying to stay with him, but I knew it was more lies to uncover. And I really didn't want to pay for the house by myself. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie. And that bar and that song about I'm mad because you won't pay my bills, I'm mad you won't pay my bills because you said you was gonna pay my bills. That's what I'm mad. I'm not mad that you ain't doing it, baby. You know I got it. It's just, I didn't sign up to do this on my own. So I feel like you should own up to what you said you was going to do. Like, be a man of your word and do what you said you was going to do. That's the only reason why I came on this app, because you start trying to control me. You was dangling money in my face to still stay around. It was like, you knew I didn't want to be with you, but it was like, I'll pay your bills. I'll do this and that for you. I would never leave you stranded. I would always make sure bills is paid, because that's what I said I was going to do. But then turn around and be like, who you sleeping with? Who you laying with? Who that dude you talking to? Why are you with another dude? Why is there so many men? All this stuff, like, is it going to be a man at my house if I'm going to be paying the bills? I ain't paying the bills for another man to stay there. That's cool and all, but I knew that was your manipulation of still trying to hold me, you know what I'm saying? But while we're at it, since I'm not continuing the story for real on this part 6, I want to address a couple of things. So I heard your brother was talking about me on Facebook, Is this the same brother you told me that stole from you? I just want to know before I clock him. Because I know you got a whole bunch of them. I just want to know, is this the brother that you was talking about? Huh? I also heard your mama was on Facebook talking about me. I never met her a day in my life. You know why? What did you tell me? What did you tell me? Do you remember what you told me why you didn't want me to meet your mom? Huh? And Mom Dukes, if you even think to talk about me, not knowing who I am, I don't have no boundaries. I know everything about you too, baby. You know your son. You know your son gonna tell it. So don't come for me, baby, unless I send for you, because I'm going to clock you. Know that. And then you try to put in your song that I'm talking about your baby mama. Do you want me to post all the screenshots of you talking about your baby mama? You talked about your baby mama the whole relationship. You in love with that woman. At first, it was I didn't know who she was, but you know, true colors ended up showing throughout our relationship. You started off by saying you didn't even know nothing about her. It really was like a one-night stand type of thing, and then boom, baby happened. But then to come to find out, I'm over here finding pictures in my house of you and your baby mama, along with that Narcan spray. You know what I'm talking about. Let's clock it. I know you didn't know I was capable of coming to the internet and really putting it all out there. But at the same time, I don't feel bad. Because if you go low, I go to hell. And I know that's not the right thing to do. You want to talk about my Christianity? You want to talk about me being a godly woman? Let's talk about all the times you told me I was the reason you got closer to God. I was the reason that stuff started changing for the better for you. I'm the reason that life got good. You left everything in Florida because there was nothing for you. You didn't care about Mom Dukes. You didn't care about Pops. You didn't care about your brothers. You didn't care about them drama-fied friends, them homeboys that ain't got nothing going for them. The ones who always, you know, don't sit on this out and then go try to make a diss track about me when I have all the ammunition. Don't do that. Because I really be playing it cool. Think about what you do before you post it. Because last night you posted on your Snapchat. You tried to be funny because somebody called me broke. And you tried to repost it. You called me out my name too. Know that. Know I'm going to get you back for that. Know I'm going to add in an extra screenshot for that one. I only decided to come to the internet because I felt like I wasn't being heard. I felt like you was trying to control me, and then you walked away from me and left me with all the bills. I felt like, okay, bet, since I'm about to pay all the bills, I might as well tell my story. Because what am I getting out of not telling my story? Nothing but a whole bunch of bills. But anyway, child, Mama Bear, please don't try to come to the rescue for your son. I know that's your little cub, your little Ninja Turtle. I understand that. But we rode past your house, I don't know, like 10 times on Quail Lane, your mama house, his grandma house, and he didn't even come speak to you. He didn't even want to see you. We came all the way from Atlanta to Florida, and he didn't even want to see you. So, like, you coming to rescue for your son, but I know everything. The BBL, I know about it. I know it ain't a secret, but didn't he buy you that? Didn't he buy you a house? Didn't he buy you that car? Relax, Mom.
And you saying that I feel alright. God accomplished more than you did in your whole damn life. I got a plaque, I went gold, I made money, I run shows, I bought cars, I bought clothes, I bought houses, I bought hoes, bitch.
Okay. That's what did it for me right there. Because I didn't really listen to the whole thing. I just listened to the first part. It was hype. But then when you started saying all the stuff that you have and how you accomplished way more than me your entire life, and it started making me think, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on here? I'm gonna get back to that at the end of this video. Let me just finish my story real quick though. Once he told me he was gonna stop that little circle white thing, he didn't need it. He just did it for fun. He was bored or whatever. He started to kind of manipulate me into saying, well, I don't understand why you even care. It's not affecting you. You ain't never seen me take one. I ain't never acted different on one. You don't even know when I am on one, right? He started the manipulation thing about, well, you drink. I don't say nothing when you drink. It'd be worse. There's so many people out here that's doing like 30 of them a day. Like, I only do 2 and right? Like, he started to make it a little problem. When I looked at it as, first of all, actually, when I first met you, do you do those things? And you told me no, that you only said that for music. It's a music thing. So that right there is just manipulation. But, you know, we passed the little white circle thing. He starts telling me, you know what? I'm not lying to you no more. That was the only thing I ever lied to you about. I promise you I've been truthful from the beginning. And a part of me was like, this man's still lying in my face, because I know something was off with the card. I know something was off with the house, with the dog, with the cars. Like, I knew stuff was off. So the fact that he sat there in my face and told me that's the only thing I ever lied to you about, whatever, I'm going to uncover them while we continue our relationship. That's a red flag. See, God revealed to me a lot of red flags and I kept ignoring them. But see, what God gonna do is continue to put them in your face. Because if this person is not for you in his plan, he's gonna make sure he continues to show you that the man is not for you. Because he showed me in the beginning when he told me he was 24. He showed me in the beginning when he lied to me about his age. Like, if you lie to me about your age and you lie to me about your name, I should have never even dealt with you. I should have never dealt with you when I had a standard and principles about I didn't want to deal with a baby mama drama. But that's on me. This is why I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with right now. Then I sat and I was just thinking, I was about to drop the screenshots, right, of how he talked down on his BM and just a lot of stuff that would have affected other people's lives. And I thought, like, I didn't want to do that, because at the end of the day, he still has a child, and I don't want her to grow up, like, you know, spiteful of him because of the way he was. I wish I never, you know, all the stuff that he was saying about old girl. I'm not gonna do that, because they still have a life to live, right? After going through that phone, I seen that I'm gonna just keep it brief because I was gonna go into detail, but I don't want to assassinate this main character. I guess I already did. I guess I already put out so much information that it made him look, it showed his true colors, but God gonna reveal that to other people. If anybody else want to deal with him, his family, his friends, any relationships, God gonna show them what they need to if he don't change himself. I can't change him. I don't know why me putting this out was making me feel better. I guess it was because I wanted to tell my side of the story, and I wanted to kind of put out all the red flags that I ignored and missed, thinking that I was gonna help the next person. But really, he still got a life to live, and I'm not trying to be the one to destroy it. My whole goal wasn't to ruin your life. Even though you left me with all these bills when you told me that you would never do nothing like that, it's okay because you don't stop my motion. God gonna make sure I have a way to pay for these bills. I'm good. He been blessed me 10 times because he knew that I was gonna end up in a situation like this, and I didn't think about that before. I always wondered how I was able to quit my full-time job and go full-time content creation, and then I just started getting all these brand deals, all these opportunities to be an actress, to work with A&P, to be like on top. I've always had those opportunities, and it's because God knew I was gonna end up in this situation. So the fact that he's still giving me abundance, and I'm using my platform that he gave me to kind of put down another person, that's not who I am. So I'm gonna wrap this part 7 up with a couple of points to clear a couple of things up, but I'm not gonna post no screenshots because the screenshots would end him. After going through his phone, the cars were rented, was not his. I remember one day he told my brother, I got my cars wrapped, because my brother was watching him and was like, yo, you just had a blue C8. He was like, yeah, I got it wrapped. So it's like, not only was he lying to me, he was lying to my family, and that's just insane. He lied about the house. Man, your friend helped you with a place to stay for the time being of when you got kicked out. I don't know if you got kicked out or not. I don't have no proof of that. But baby mama tell me you got kicked out of the last house that you was in because you used a fake name. But the fact that you had a homeboy that let you stay in his house until you found a new place to stay, but you down talked to him as if that was an annoying friend that wouldn't leave your house, like, that's wrong. You're dead as wrong. This man even went to the extent to put that man on the phone to tell me that was his house. Like, you can ask him right now. He'll even tell you that this is my house. So the fact that you got your friend to even lie for you just tells me more how much you're willing to go and how far you're willing to go to manipulate me. But this is how God works. In the mix of your friend lying for you, he said, I stay by myself. The only people that stay with me is me and my dog. I'm like, hold on. This is what the friend is telling me on the phone, that it's just me and my dog here. So I'm like, oh, okay. So in the mix of you lying to me, you just revealed the truth to me. So that dog that he said was his since it was a baby is really your dog. So that's why I say God just worked in mysterious ways, and I'm not really trying to assassinate this main character, but I just want to end this by saying everything this man has told me from the beginning has been a lie. And while I'm trying to work on my relationship with God and become more of a woman of God, because I know there are things that, even this series, I know it was my truth, and I know in my heart that I wanted to get the truth out, but I also knew what it could do to him. And that's wrong for me, because I'm not trying to assassinate this main character. This man went on Snapchat and told stories of what happened to me about me being SA'd as a younger girl. Like, he went that far, and it just made me think I could keep going low, because when somebody go to low, I go to hell, and I don't need to do that. I was gonna keep going with all the parts. It was gonna be about 20 parts, but it's like, this man has already affected me a lot. It's not my job to tell y'all who he really is, because God is going to reveal that to anybody he deals with if he don't change himself. He is a kind person. Yes, when he's not off the little things, he is very, very nice. But he is a pathological liar. But let me just be 100% transparent here. I knew he was lying about a lot of stuff the whole time, and I still decided to still stay with him. That's something I gotta look in the mirror and I gotta deal with myself, because I seen the signs. I knew the red flags. It wasn't like I was just oblivious. I knew what was going on, and I still was trying to see the good in him. But it was so much chase mail coming to my house, it just accidentally got open. I don't know how it got open, but it was just open, you know what I'm saying? And it had so many lists. There was so many insufficient transactions. It was just like, wow, like, this man is trying to pretend to be somebody he's not, and it was rubbing me the wrong way, because it's like, you don't have to lie to me about who you used to be. It's not who you are no more. Like, and I always supported him, like, with any and everything that he did. I was gonna post the screenshots of all the insufficient transactions. I was gonna post the bank statement. I was gonna go solo, but I'm not. I'm just gonna tell what I saw, and I'm gonna end it at that. To the mama, I'm gonna apologize to you, because you raised him, so I knew that you would go to Facebook and call me out my name. I don't know you, never met you, but I'm a bitch, right? So I apologize for even trying to come at you, because I don't know you. And for the brother, I don't know you either, but you went straight to Facebook talking about me. I didn't even mention you. But to me, it also made me think, oh, this is just what y'all do. This is y'all family. This is exactly what he said. Florida's so dramified. Quail Lane's so dramified. It was just showing me exactly what he was saying. So I'm gonna leave y'all out of it. But don't come for me if I don't send for you, child. But what the last straw for me was, because I know a lot of people keep asking me, what was the last straw? So I started getting opportunities to work with AMP, to work with actors and stuff, right? So I'm posting me doing skits with them and all. And he started sending me screenshots of people talking about me being a bop, being basically gonna be greased by an African dude. Like, it was like so many negative screenshots he was sending me. And he was like, look what everybody's saying about you, right? Come to find out, he made up those screenshots. He was texting himself, making up things, saying bad things about me, then sending it to me as if other people were saying this stuff. That is psycho. That's delusional. You're trying to hurt me and you're trying to harm me, but then you're trying to play like, who's saying this stuff about my girl? You made that about me. That is sick. Like, I could keep going and going and going, but I'm gonna end it off by saying this. You said you accomplished way more than I did in my entire life. Like cars, money, shoes, all that. But what do you have to show for what you used to do? For real. And what you mean by you bought hoes? I don't know what that means. I don't know about that. Graduated high school, top 10% of my class. Got a full ride scholarship to a D1 college. Then got my bachelor's degree in college, along with clothes, money, shoes, cars.
Hey cousins, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like and comment. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Make sure your notification bell is on so you're notified every single time I post. As you can see, we're coming back with part 2 of this story. This story gets juicier and juicier. And honestly, the things that this woman went through with this man is diabolical. And she is a beautiful woman. She has accolades that she can show that's better than shoes and clothes and all that BS that he's talking about. And honestly, people who brag about shoes and clothes is like, what does name brand get you? Literally nothing. It does nothing for you. And if that's your mindset, you need to grow up. Okay? You really need to grow up. This man is literally a pathological liar. There were so many red flags that she unfortunately missed. And her story gets crazier. I am not going to do too much talking. Unpack your thoughts in the comments. Please watch it till the end. Because, baby, when I tell you this is juicy, this story is juicy. And it's crazy that this man is really online making it seem like all of this is fake or she's lying. Like, there's no way. She has too many receipts for this to be a lie. And please watch this video to the end. Let me know when you get to the end how you feel. Please unpack your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I have another story that I'm working on right now that I'm editing. I'm going to drop that tomorrow, probably in the afternoon sometime. But we're still waiting on the FB dating story. For some reason, I don't know what's going on with that girl, but she probably going through a lot mentally, and she has not uploaded anything. I know you guys are still waiting on that. I'm still waiting on that because I want to know how it ends. But baby, this story, when I tell you this man took this woman through the ringer, and I'm glad that she ended it when she did. I really wish certain things that has happened to her didn't. It's unfortunate that she told him something very private about her life when she was a child, and that's what he used against her. And it's like, he is so corny. He is so corny. And for him to have a daughter in this world, baby, be careful what you do to women, especially when you have children. Daughter, son, it doesn't matter. But when you have children in this world, be careful what you do. Baby, unpack your thoughts in the comments, please, because I want to hear from you guys. This story is juicy. Let go.
You know what? Part 8, part 9, part 10, part 11, part 12. I think we on that. I'm sorry. At this point, I need to stop. I'm still being manipulated and not even knowing it. I'm over here thinking I'm ruining his life and he still got to live, and his family's calling him sad and arguing, but you still going. You still manipulating me. You still lying. You still trying to win. And I'm sorry. I am going to continue my series. Yeah. Because it was getting good. It was getting so good, I felt bad for even thinking about telling y'all everything. But now I feel bad for thinking about stopping this shit. What the hell? This man really, real deal, just text my phone threatening me, talking about some consequences and repercussions for your actions. Sorry, sir, are you trying to put a belt to my ass, or what are you trying to do for real? So in the beginning, when I first met him, I was calling him the name that he told me his name was. So this is me calling me the name he said it was, and this is him answering, right? This is another screenshot of me calling him the name he said his name was, and this is him answering. So y'all remember when I was telling y'all that I got on the phone with his BM and she was telling me everything about him? She was like, he tried to get me to get a house in my name, but I wasn't going for it. And then she was like, he got kicked out of his old house because he was using a fake name. She told me the fake name that he was using. I'm gonna get to that at the end because it all makes sense in the end. So I'm like, there's no way a mother moving with somebody who's doing all this. Also me calling him the name he told me. But this is what he was basically saying about how she's a liar. Same way I'm a liar, right? So when we had got together, he put his mom on the phone, and she didn't even know I was right there. But he wanted me to hear her basically back him up. And mama was backing him up. Mama was like, yeah, she this, she that. She just jealous. She just mad because everything she have. I don't even know why she sat on the phone with that girl. All she did was lie. She's young and dumb. She was saying a whole bunch of stuff about BM. And I was like, oh, so maybe BM is bitter. Maybe BM is lying. So I believed everything he told me like a dumbass. Anyways, after I went through his phone and I kind of seen a lot of the truths, I kind of held it in because I'm the type to like not confront him about anything until I have all the evidence. So we lived a normal life. We was actually in love. We was happy. We was in the house, playing house, and damn near making TikToks every day. So I mentioned that I was bored to him a couple of times and that I wanted to go out and do something. He was like, bro, money good. What do you want to do? My card is on your phone. Go do what you want to do. Don't let me stop you, right? My card on your phone. He's like, do you want to go on a shopping spree? Do you want to go buy you something? I know you like to go shopping. Mind you, I love to go shopping on my own, but he did not like that I was spending my money. Like he would always be like, stop spending money. Use my money. Use my money. Like, I'm like, I'm good. I got my own money. So he took me to Sephora one time. He bought me some perfume. He bought me like some facial stuff. Like it came up to like $180. Like, and he bought it. Correct. He bought it. So when we got back home or whatever, it was one day I decided that I wanted to go through his phone. And when I went through his phone, I seen in his email that he got an email notification that said something about a balance being below a certain point. This the same Chase card that was on my phone. So I couldn't wait for him to leave that house. I was going through that computer. I'm going through that computer because I want to know what's in your bank account. I'm sorry, I'm a little nosy. So I looked at that email and this is what I seen. Your account is overdrawn. Negative $171. The same card that's on my phone. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I never wanted to say nothing to him about it because one, I didn't want him to know I was going through that email, and I didn't want him to know that I knew that he wasn't having like he said he was. We're gonna get back to the Chase stuff because since he want to record all that money on social media, know that I got another screenshot for that. Don't ever say I'm lying because I keep my receipts. So one day, I heard him on the phone with the bank, and he disputed the hotel from when he got it for me in Miami. Remember when we got 2 rooms, y'all? Remember when he was like, I got your own room. You ain't got to worry about us being in the same room, whatever. He disputed the other room, saying that it wasn't him. This was another red flag that I did not mention. Before he had moved here, he was hanging out with his homeboys or whatever, and he had bought one of them a plane ticket because the car was so full, somebody needed to ride on the plane. So he was like, don't worry about it, I got it. And he never went. He never took the plane, which was cool and all, but I was with him when he disputed the charge, right? He was like, I never went on that plane and they charged me anyway, and I never booked the flight, whatever. So I never thought nothing of it because he didn't go on the flight, but I didn't think that this man paid for stuff and then dispute his charges. Like that didn't make sense for a dude who be having, right? For a rapper, like it just wasn't making sense to me. Anyway, back to the story. I know I'm all over the place, but I fucked it up because I was ending it in the last part, but now I'm not ending it. Anyways, we have his daughter for the first time, and it's my first time meeting his child, right? I got so excited because he was like, I told BM not to send her with nothing because I got it and stuff. Like, I don't know, they had their own little problems when it came down to the baby bag. I don't know. But I took her on a shopping spree. I was so excited to take this girl on a shopping spree because I was just like, oh my God, I'm playing mommy. Like, so to ease my mind, because I would be like, dang, like I'm really like playing mommy and stepmom, I would come bring it to him like, I don't really think I'm comfortable with this baby mama stuff. And he would send me messages like this. This is how he would make me feel better by basically telling me he don't know this girl and he wish he never had a child with her and all of that stuff. Like, this is manipulation stuff to make me feel good. Taking accountability, Kia. I was wrong for even believing this. Like, you're literally talking down on the mother of your child. And I took it as, it's okay, he don't really know his baby mama, Kia. Now, at this point, I have no issue with BM at all. I'm actually talking to her. Anything that has to do with her child, because she's here, she's talking through me. I'm sending her pictures like she's good, she's okay. He did not like the fact that we were texting. Like, stop talking to this girl. Leave her alone. That's all she want to do. She want to be a part of this. She want to control the situation. I don't talk to her, dude, so don't talk to her. So I ended communication with his BM because he did not want me to talk to her at all. So yeah, it's time for us to take his daughter back to Florida, y'all. So we're taking his daughter back to Florida, right? And in my head, if you already have a house in Florida, because remember he said he had a house there, and the lease wasn't up around this time, so it wasn't like you didn't live there no more. Your name should still be on that house. That still should be your house. Why are we going to a hotel when we should go to the house that's yours? So we're riding through Florida or whatever, and we pull up to this house, and he don't remember this, but when we was on FaceTime, I asked him to give me a tour of his house, and he showed me the outside of his house. It was like this garden in the front, and he was like, I did this. It was the same garden when we pulled up to this house, so I'm like, this is the house. And to confirm in my head, on Father's Day, I remember sending him gifts on Father's Day. I gave him edible arrangements, and I was like, Happy Father's Day, because nobody did nothing for him for Father's Day. So as his girlfriend, I know he's a father, I sent him something for Father's Day. This is why he was living in Florida. And he gave me the address to send it to, which is his address. We pull up to the same address that I sent the edible arrangements to. He goes in the house, and I'm just sitting in the car like, why are you not inviting me in the house if this is your house? Now, he don't remember or don't know that I'm putting all this together. This is the same house that you said was yours. But whatever. We go to the hotel that we have. After we leave the hotel, we go home. I'm starting to get real agitated. I'm really just over this whole thing. I start to confront him about the house. I'm like, dude, this house is the same house, the same address that you gave me. And the craziest thing is, when he pulled up to the house, I got a notification on my phone that such and such just arrived home. You know when you add somebody's address on your phone when he give it to you? Like, it was like, when we pulled up, I got a notification. This was his house. It got to the point where I kind of was like over our relationship. Like, I just didn't want to be around him once I seen that he was lying about a lot of stuff. Once I went through that phone, I was just like, something not right. And I was telling him, I don't feel the same about you. So he would go to Florida sometimes. Like, he wouldn't even be at the house. Like, he didn't feel comfortable being at the house. So he would go to Florida, and he'll go to that house, because I get a notification, and I confronted him about the house situation. And he was like, bro, what are you talking about? I have my own house. I stay by myself. What you mean? I'm finna put him on the phone. So he puts the dude that he's staying with on the phone, and the dude actually says, yes, this is his house. He was like, we stay in the same neighborhood. He just be over here sometimes because my house is open to all my friends, you know? He was like, the only one who stay here is me and my dog, Onyx. Onyx is the same dog he said that he told sit, and he was like, sit, and he wasn't sitting. The dog name is Onyx. So the dude on the phone yapping about how, oh yeah, he got his own house and we just stay in the same neighborhood or whatever. He's telling me the whole time that the dog that's been at the house is his, but not knowing the whole time he had been on FaceTime when he was living in Florida, that was the dog that was living at his house. I'm over here like, who the fuck did I marry part one? This is literally, I feel like I'm living a Risa Tisa story, but I'm literally living in it. Like, I'm in it right now. So then I mentioned, I was like, well, your BM told me that one day that you do stay with somebody else. And he was like, I only told her that so she don't put me on child support. And I don't want her to know where I stay, because she could put me on child support if she know I got the cars, if she know I got the house. So of course my baby mama gonna tell you that, because that's what I made her believe. And then the dude on the phone was like, bro, that girl dramified. Like, they was all in cahoots about telling me about BM. So I started believing, well, I ain't gonna say I believed it at this point, because now I'm like, this shit is fishy. So while he's in Florida, it's chase mail coming to the house. And I'm starting to see multiple chase mail coming. And I don't know, like I said, it was just open on the counter one day. Like, it was just sitting there. And I decided to peek and look at what was coming in.
He told me to put his card on my Apple Pay because he didn't want me spending my own money. And it's like he wanted to put on his front that he was just this big baller. Me personally, I didn't want to spend his money because I didn't know what was on the card. Like, if I knew you was having, I already was seeing signs that you really wasn't having like that. So no, I didn't want to spend money. You did. But he got defensive when I was like, yo, I don't know what's on your card. And he was like, oh, you trying to call me broke? So that right there was like, why you get so defensive? So I'm seeing these the chase mail come in, and like he got them all open in the drawers on the counter. I'm like, what does this damn chase mail say? Let me read it. This was the very first thing I seen when I opened it. Look at the date. I'm like, does this mean your card declined for $6.70? It's no way. No way. This is how I knew his priorities was fucked up. Because why are you swiping your card when there's nothing on your card? You can't say, oh, I got another bank account. You don't know how many bank accounts I got. Why are you using the one when you were having paid insufficient funds on there? I said he was going to Florida. Even Florida transactions was still being made. Taco Bell, Shell's, Burger King, Popeyes. Look at the date. Jacksonville, McClenny, like I said, McDonald's Warrior, Wendy's Warrior. This man is not going to sit here and play like he's somebody when he's not who he say he is. So yes, I'm over here reading this and I'm seeing this. I even felt bad, y'all. At this point, when I'm seeing all of these insufficient funds, I'm like, oh my goodness, he don't got no money. And I still loved him down. I still cared. My heart was like, you know what? I'm not even going to confront him about him not having no money. It's cool. I'm going to just pay for everything. It's your birthday. I'm going to make sure that you get back in this booth. Because I knew he wasn't having, but I didn't even want to make him feel bad for not having. You know what I'm saying? But like, I got his whole studio together. You're going to get back in this booth, dog. So I made sure I got him right with a whole studio, y'all. These speakers was $1,000. Hey, man. Say, man. I'm investing in you, my boy. Okay? I need my residuals when you drop that tape too, baby. And yeah, I definitely still seen potential in him. So I'm still rocking with this dude. Until I found out that he wasn't a Christian. Until I found out that he didn't believe in what I believed in. The energy was off. Like, when I was around him, the energy literally was off. I'd be like, ugh, like, something not right. And then when I confronted him about, like, hey, are you a Christian and all that stuff, he'll just be like, bro, I ain't believing in none of that. Like, I believe in there's a heaven, there's a hell. Like, this is what he would be telling me and stuff. So I'm like, we're going to work on your relationship with Christ. I'm not trying to throw my religion on you, but that's all I know. So we're going to pray. We're going to get through this with God. That's what I kept trying to do, and I kept trying to stay because I didn't care about the money. I was here for him. So when I started seeing that he wasn't having like he said he was having, I'm like, you know what? Let me step up and let me be a woman and let me take over. But the mood swings, it was not working, y'all. I swear, y'all, I tried. It didn't work. So we broke up. I broke up with this man, and I said, look, we can't be together. I don't like you. It's not going to work out. But we can still be roommates, okay? We can still play roommates, and I don't know, we can split the bills and everything. No, we ain't got to split the bills. I got it all. I got all the bills. You ain't got to worry about that. Okay, cool. It's the first of the month, and he's telling me, I sent you the rent money, but you ain't going to get it because it's a holiday. The bank said that it's gonna get there in like 3 days. So I'm like, huh? Like, if it's a transfer, like, because he been sending me money through bank transfer, right? Oh, I didn't even tell y'all this. Hold on. Rent is $2,400. Out of the kindness of my heart, when we decided that we was gonna get this house, I was like, you know what? You put $2K a month on this house. I got the utilities, and I got the $400, and I got groceries. I got everything else. I'm like, you know what? All you need to worry about is $2K a month, right? So the fact that I knew that the bills were still high and he still supposedly had it, I still wanted to take some of that stress off him and take care of the girl bills. You know what I'm saying? So he says, you know, $2K gonna come to your bank account, but it ain't gonna be there no time soon. And I'm like, okay, that's a little bit weird. Mind you, we broken up at this time. We roommates at this time. He like, Kia, you know the deals that you got on DoorDash? Can you order Popeyes off your phone and I'll just give you the money for it? So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not talking to him. I'm really upset with him. So I'm like, whatever. Yeah, I'll order it. So I'm ordering the Popeyes on my phone, and like the what he wanted was some ghost pepper wings. The ghost pepper wings was not showing up on my app, but it was showing up on his. He was like, why it's not showing up on your app? I said, I don't know. If it's showing up on yours, order the food. Like, order it on your phone. He did not want to order that food off his phone, y'all. He like, nah, I got you. Like, I got the money in the car. I'm gonna just give it to you in your hand. So I'm like, whatever. I ordered the food. It took him 10 minutes to order food off my phone. He even went to the fact of calling them like, yo, y'all got ghost pepper wings because it ain't showing up on the app. Yeah, I got it. All right, bet. I'm about to put in this order on this phone. Make sure you got my ghost pepper wings. After it was done, he was like, how much was it? I was like, it was like $20. He's like, $20? I'm like, yeah, you got the tip, the driver fee, the DoorDash fee, whatever. He like, all right, bet, I got you. 15 minutes passed, and we walking up the stairs. I'm like, where my 20 at? You know, joking with him like that, where my 20 at? He got so mad at me. He like, you really want that 20? For real? I thought I was really testing you. I was gonna see if you was gonna be like, nah, I'm straight. I got it for you. I'm like, you offered to give me $20. What do you mean? He was like, nah, don't worry about it. I'll go. You know what? Don't worry about it. Remember that. Oh, matter of fact, since you want to be funny, since you want to be green, since you don't want to pay for this Popeyes, I got half the rent. I'm like, what the hell over Popeyes? So he starts scraping up ones places, but mind you, he told me he had the $20 in his car. So I'm like, why are you over here scraping up ones? Like, I just did you a favor, and you just try to make it seem like I'm green because I asked you for the 20. Like, I was just like, give me the 20. Like, I got it for you. No. He was like, that's real messed up. Don't worry about it. You've been doing some real green stuff lately. So I said, how you gonna send me half the rent when you already said you just sent me the rent? You literally just said you sent it, and it ain't gonna be there until 3 days because it's a holiday. So now all of a sudden, you only can send me half the rent? So he like, nah, I'm saying when you get it, send me half back. I'm like, huh? I said, don't worry about it. I'm gonna send you the half back. I'm gonna send you the half back, right? So I'm getting hyped. I'm like, oh, it's like that? I'm about to send you your money right now. When I get the money to my bank account, I will give you back half. I even got so petty. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna send you the whole thing back. I don't need you to pay nothing. So I asked him how much you need. $2,000. He told me it's pending transfer. I got it. Transfer it now. He said, okay. So I'm not showing this because these are my bank stuff. I'm saying, is this the right account that you want me to send it to? So he's like, yeah. What's the number on it? So he's trying to make sure I'm sending him the $2,000 to his bank account. Mind you, now he's trying to get me to send him 2 racks when he never even sent me the 2 racks. So now I feel like you're trying to scam me. So I'm like, hold on, you want me to send you 2K, but I don't even got 2K in my bank account from you. So are you trying to get money up out of me? So I said, send me the screenshot of where you sent the 2K. If you sent me 2K and you want me to send you money back and you want me to, you know, take money out of my account and send it to yours, please send me the proof so I can make sure you sent me my funds. I'm talking about going off, y'all. So I'm like, how you want me to send you money? If your shit didn't go through, how is mine gonna go through if it's a holiday? He was like, oh no, I sent mine on PayPal. I said, okay, because how PayPal works, you can send me a timestamp of when you sent me my money, right? So I asked him to send me a screenshot of when he sent me my money. And I'm begging for it. He would not give me the screenshot until I made him. So he sends me the screenshot, y'all. So here go him sending me the money for rent or whatever. You shouldn't even have made me do all that for no reason and lied and said you was finna transfer me anything. If you wasn't finna do it, whatever, read whatever the fuck you read, right? So I looked at the timestamp on when the money was sent to me. He told me he sent me money about 8 hours before that screenshot. The damn screenshot has the timestamp of the time we was on the phone when I was like, send me the proof. So he had to actually send me the money to get the proof. And if it was gonna take 3 business days to get to my account, why when I asked for the proof, it came straight to my account? So he was trying to get me to send him money. Oh, child. After all this, I'm really literally disgusted with him. Like, I'm ready for him to get out my house. But I couldn't just kick him out. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't just kick him out. My mama said I had to give at least like a 30-day notice or something like that. So I give him a 30-day notice. I even told him I didn't even want him to drive my car no more. Like, I don't want you driving my shit without asking me. You got your own car, do your own thing. He's like, you already know my situation. Why you won't let me drive your car? That's lame. I put gas in it. So one day I take a nap, right? And I wake up and my keys are gone. So I'm like, where the fuck are my keys? So my keys are gone and my car is gone. So I'm tight because I literally just told this man not to drive my car. I woke up and I was like, why you leave with my car? And this is what he had to say to me, like, you know, manipulation shit. Like, damn, I didn't know I had to ask you to drive your shit. Why was there money missing out my car, y'all?
So every lie that you told, I want you to put it on your auntie when I ask any question. I want you to put it on your dead auntie. And we finna speak on you. And I want you to tell them your personal business, because we finna ask you about your personal business. So I gave you a fake name. Put it on your auntie.
Yes. I don't gotta do what you
Hold
said,
on.
do.
I gave you a fake
I don't
name.
gotta do what you said, do.
Hold on, listen. So I ain't tell you that my mama and my daddy had an argument over my name, and my mama named me one thing and my daddy named me another.
Did I not say that in the?
No.
Did I not say that?
Did she say that?
I said that.
Anybody?
Yes.
Did she
you
say
write
that?
I said
Did,
that.
did anybody? So how is it a fake name, dummy?
Okay. You told me your name was. You told me your name was Deshaun.
Okay. No,
And I saved your name. I
Hold
saved
on.
your name in my phone
Listen.
as Deshaun. Matter of fact, because I have the
I ain't tell you
screenshots.
my
I
real
have the
name.
screenshots of me
I ain't
texting
tell you.
Deshaun.
You can
Baby,
Google me.
Deshaun, and you replied because that's what you told me your name was.
You can Google my name.
But you told
Why
me
would
your
I
name.
give you a fake name if you can go Google? The whole fucking world know my name.
You said
Why
my
would I give
dad
you a
named
fake
me
name?
this, and my mom
And
named
look,
me this.
tell them about what happened. Since you want to put out business,
Go ahead.
I trusted you enough to
Go
open
ahead.
up about childhood
No.
stuff.
What did I
Hold
lie
on,
about?
listen. Let me
What
talk.
did I
You
lie
ain't did
about?
enough talking. You want money. You ain't all this shit. Oh, cause you want some money, some clout, and some money that you not getting. You putting out personal business that we talked about because I trust. Cause you told me your personal business too. So we both trusted each other to talk about childhood trauma, right? So you want to put out there, you say my
What are we
mama
talking
beat
about,
me.
child? We're talking about the lie you told me. What are you talking about? Do y'all
Hold
see the
on.
manipulation right
Hold
now?
on.
We're talking about
Hold
the
on.
lie. You said I lied on you. What did I lie
Hold
about?
on. Listen, you say my mama beat me, right? And sprayed me with rope spray.
What? Did any of y'all hear that? What?
You
Go
done
ahead.
did enough talking.
I'm gonna let you talk.
Listen, tell them what happened. Since you want to put that out, tell them what happened to you when you was 8.
As in, just hearing him talk, you could tell he doesn't have it all there. And it seems like she wanted to give him a chance, even though he wasn't her type. And sometimes it doesn't even have to do with looks, but it's just the fact that if you date somebody, a woman or a man that has nothing, they will literally make you lose everything because they have nothing to give. And hearing how he talks and where his mindset is and the manipulation that he's trying to do, she never said nothing about his mama beating him and spraying him with roach spray. He just gave his mama up because nobody never said that. She never talked about his childhood. She's only talking about what he did to her in their situation. So I'm really not understanding where he even got that from. And to bring up the fact that something happened to her when she was a child, he is disgusting. Literally, this man is disgusting. He's not even a man. This boy is disgusting. And this is why you never date down. Okay? When they say, oh, your standards are too high, keep them high. Okay? Keep the standards high. So the men and the women who value you and who are high as well, they will reach you. The ones that's low, don't go down there and date them. Because this is what happens. This is crazy. Unpack your thoughts in the comments. The story gets even worse. It's unfortunate the things that she went through with this man. And even after all of that, she still came through for him. And it's like, this really shows her heart. And I really hope one day she finds a great man because, yeah, as Christians, we do fall short sometimes. And it doesn't really take away her being a Christian because she's coming on here telling her story. You have to stand up for yourself. And that's what I feel like she's doing. Maybe it might be wrong to others, but I feel like, yeah, stand up and tell your story. She's a content creator. He ain't paying the bills. This is how she makes her money. Girl, make your money and post the content. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. I really don't. And I think, honestly, I do know what the problem is. He doesn't want his business to be out there because he has an image to protect. And another thing, a lot of men, boys, guys, whatever in Florida, that's rappers, quote unquote, that has all these cars and all this flashy jewelry and all these name brands, baby, that is all a facade. That is a facade, baby. Run, and run far. A man with kids, baby mamas. I'm telling you, if you don't have kids, Run far. Don't even waste your time. Save yourself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being single. At this point, with all these story times, that I'm seeing, there is nothing wrong with being single. If you're single and you're like, oh man, I really wish I could have somebody, don't just pick anybody. Don't just date anybody. Don't just talk to anybody, especially men or women that have nothing to offer you. All that talk he did in the beginning, that was literally that. Just talk. Unpack your thoughts in the comments. This whole story is juicy and crazy, and I cannot believe that this is literally her real life. God is literally blessing this woman, though, because she's doing well for herself. And even though he left her with the house, she's still in the house, still paying the bills, and she's having even more opportunities, bigger opportunities than when she was with him. The power of God is very, very, very different. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe this beautiful woman would even give this man the time of day. Like, but then again, it has nothing to do with looks. I'm just saying her personality. She's funny. Like, she's a beautiful woman. It doesn't even always have to be about looks. But unpack your thoughts in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.
By now, y'all should know who the fuck I moved in with. After he took my car without asking me, he rode here, came upstairs, threw my keys at me, and then he started packing his shit up. He's taking all his clothes off the hangers, putting it in buckets. He's taking his little shoe shelf. He's bringing it all outside. He was like, you know what? I ain't finna stay with nobody who don't want to be with me. So I'm like, shit, okay, shit, I thought I had to give you 30 days. I'm over here like, take that ass on. But you can tell he's doing this all for attention. Like, the way women try to pack their stuff up to try to get attention so the dude can be like, no, don't go. I didn't say shit. I watched him. I actually said, why the fuck you throw my keys at me? I ain't throw them. I tossed them. Anyway, I take my mom to the doctor's office, and when we go to the hospital, we have to park in a parking deck. And I usually keep money in here, right here. I always keep some cash in there. It's time to pay to get out. My mama like, I got it. I said, no, mama, I got it. Don't worry about it. I opened my damn glove compartment, and there's no money in there. And I know I had a couple of 20s in there. So I'm like, mom, I thought I had money in there. I could have sworn. She's like, yeah, you did have money in there. Last time you took me to the hospital, you had money in there. I'm like, yeah, I didn't spend it. So I text him, and I'm like, did you see some money in my center console? He's like, yeah, I took it to be petty. I got mad when you told me I couldn't drive your car and took my cash back. I know it was petty. I felt like you was being petty, though. I said, okay. I need to know how much you took from me. So I said, how much was it? He said it was 60 or something. And I said, keep the money. I don't want it. I get back to the house. I'm like, you stole from me? Bro, you tripping. I ain't steal from you. That's money I had gave you before. I just took it back. I'm like, huh? Now, I do remember we went grocery shopping one day, and he was like, I'll pay for it. Well, really, since we on the grocery shopping topic, let's talk about it. He was telling me, yo, you got credit cards you don't use. Why you just don't use your credit cards to go grocery shopping, and I'll just give you the money for it? And I'm like, I don't want to put $300 on my credit card. Like, if we going to go full out grocery shopping, I'll just, spend my own money. So he said, all right, whatever. It's time to pay. I told him I'm not paying with my credit card, and he was like, I'll just give you the money for it. So he stopped me in the parking lot, and he gave me some cash, like 3 days later. I'm like, oh no, you got to go. He never gave me my money back. Yes, I said keep it, I don't want it, but who cares if you stole from me or if you took money from me without asking, because that's what he would say, or took money back that you gave me that was already mine. Like, it just didn't make sense to me. That's trying to manipulate me into thinking you never stole from me. You just took money back that you gave me that was already my money. It just didn't make fucking sense. So then I'm starting to think about the different situations we got into when it came down to cash. It was one time we went to the plug, and he asked me if I had cash on me, and I was like, I only got $100 bill. But you didn't need to spend the whole $100. I told him when he went to go get the, to give me my cash back. When he got back in the car, I'm like, where my change? And he was like, man, I'ma just Apple Pay you $100. I'm like, what? So I'm looking at the insufficient fund transactions, and I'm putting 2 and 2 together. He would Apple Pay me money, and he would want me to give him the cash for it. So I'm low-key working for this man, not even knowing it. $100 payment sent. Apple Pay insufficient. Now, if y'all don't know what pay insufficient means, that means he's swiping his card, he's sending money, he's making purchases when there's no money in the bank. So the bank has to take care of it. So it's becoming negative. So if you look at his bank account, that's why it says negative such and such, Then it made me think about the times he would ask me to go to my bank and pull money out, and he'll just Apple Pay me. So I'm literally over here working for this man. I'm thinking I'm helping him out, but he really finessing me. He's sending me money he don't have because it's going to come to my bank, and then I'm giving him the money in cash. So I'm literally sad as hell going around the house. Like, I'm feeling defeated. I'm feeling like I got myself into some shit. I moved really fast. Like, I'm sad, soaping and crying around the house. And instead of him being sympathetic, he's like, well, since you don't want to be around me, I'm just going to go back to Florida. So I'm like, all right. So he leaves and he goes to Florida, right? So now that he's gone, I'm feeling like myself again. And I'm like, let me go outside in Atlanta. Let me go network. Let me start working again. Like, I don't feel like myself, so I got to go outside. I ended up meeting this famous actor. And I seen that he played on BMF. I seen that he played on a lot of big time movies. And he was like, yo, you look like you could be an actress. I'm like, oh, me? Yes. Like, come hang out with me and some friends. We having a movie night. If you serious, come on. I ended up linking with them, and we decided that we wanted to do skits, that we wanted to put out content. And I ended up posting a picture of me with these guys, and I'm like, we got content loading. I get a text message from, y'all know who the fuck I got a text message from. He's sending me screenshots of basically people sending him my story saying, oh, your girl a bop. Oh, she's gonna get greased by an African dude. Like, he's just sending me stuff that people are saying to him, and he sends it to my phone like, oh, this shit is embarrassing. Like, you ain't even wait till I was fully out the house yet. And I'm like, all it was a simple picture. Let me go ahead and drop the screenshots of what he was sending to my phone so y'all can see where this is about to go. So as you can see up here, somebody sent him and said, nah, bro, your girl a bop already. This couldn't be me, bro. You going outside. So he texted me and said, shit is embarrassing, bro. I knew this was going to start sending me stuff like this. Then he sends me another one. I don't feel like looking for the screenshot, but it said, bro, your girl finna be greased by an African dude. And then he sends it to me and say, now I got to clear this stuff up. Now I got to clear this shit up like he got my back. While I was out working with these dudes, I didn't want to entertain it. I didn't even text him back. I just left it alone. But once I got home, I was going to do my investigation because something didn't seem right. If you're going to send me screenshots from fans and random people sending you stuff in your DM, why would you scratch out the circle? Like, why would you scratch out who sent it? Like, you're trying to protect these people if you don't know them. I zoomed in to the little part, this right here. See, I'm an investigator. I zoomed in to see who the hell sent this. All I had to do was match this end part right here to my viewers. And I went through all thousands of them. Yes, I did. Now, I'm not going to reveal who it is, but I found who was in my viewers. And that the person that I seen that was in my viewers was the same person who he said he didn't live with. Was the same person he was sitting right next to. Because remember, he went to Florida. This is who he stayed with when he go to Florida. This person said this to you about me? Y'all, when I tell y'all I was putting 1 and 2 together, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, I was putting it all together. I was like, I just know this man didn't use this man's phone to text me and make up these things and saying other people is sending them. I just know he's not making fake pages, texting himself, and he responding to himself and sending it to me. Like, I know this man is not that crazy. He's that crazy.
Why these people sending me this shit? You just don't look at it. Why did you even allow with these random people? I don't know. Since when did trolls ever come out?
Y'all, I came to him first to see if he was going to be honest with me and say who sent these messages to him, but he just refused to tell me the truth.
Nobody said no shit like this to me about my girl. Nobody said me nothing like this before. No shit like that. So who is sending you this? It's
Fans. He is sticking to this lie, y'all.
That's why when I told Trey, I said, how should I troll back? I was going to troll back with the people. Because I know you ain't like that. You feel me? It just looks crazy.
Oh, this is sick. I was so fed up that he continued to lie to me. Before I confronted him with the truth, I really was just fed up. So this is how the whole move out thing even came about.
Come here. I want to make sure you bring you on when you get here. And I want you to get every single thing that you own, and I want you to get it out of my house.
Please.
What the fuck? Are you serious? I want every single thing. I don't care what it is. If you don't want it, cool. But I don't want to lay with you no more. I don't want to sleep with you no more.
Anyway, I reached out to the person who I knew sent the messages to him. And I was like, what you say about me? Like, what's up? Like, what you have to say about me being a bop, how your girl would never. What girl do you have? So, yes, I confronted the dude. And he was so confused. He said, huh? I don't even type like that. Why would I send that to him? He was so lost. Mind you, this was actually a cool dude. So I'm like, why would you say that about me? So he denied it until he finally admitted it. It's like, oh boy, convinced him to say, yeah, tell her you sent those messages. Pause the screen and look at it. You can see how manipulative he is. Talking about he would never do nothing like that. But oh boy, admitted to it, right? And while all this is going on, I'm having pregnancy symptoms, guys. Part 11. So the whole time he's in Florida, I'm still trying to work here in Atlanta. So I ended up catching a little gig with A&P or whatever. And I'm sending it to him like, hey, I got an opportunity to work with A&P. And he is not having it. He turned around and started saying, you must be linking with some dudes. Who advised you to do this? Like, literally just read what he said. He's a hater. Literally read what he's saying to me. Talking about show me who sent you the invite. Whoa, like he started getting so controlling and so angry because I got an opportunity to work with some big time YouTubers. So he started gaslighting me like, oh, I'm being loyal to you while you over here working around dudes and stuff. I'm like, loyal to me? Whoa, wait a minute. I let him know you are not my boyfriend. And remember, we split the rent. Remember that.
Manipulation. Manipulation. Like, why would you say this? Why would you say that? Seriously? But I'm thinking I don't have to deal with him no more because he's in Florida. But of course, he finds his way back to Atlanta. He supposedly said that he bought us some Drewski tickets and that he wanted to come to see the Drewski show. I didn't want to go with him no more. So this is the messages of him basically trying to say, oh, I'm still coming. I'm coming for that. You told me you'll be back in October. I'm coming back for that. You know what I'm saying? I got something to wear and everything for Friday night. Still wanted to know if you'll come with me. I told him I did not want to go with him. I needed some space. Because like I said, around this time, I'm experiencing fucking pregnancy symptoms. And I am not telling him. I'm just hoping and praying that my period come. And I ain't tripping. So he started getting weird after the Drewski show. In Florida, he's just like, oh no, I'm coming. I'm going by myself. I'm going with my homeboy. But then when he got here in Atlanta, he kept trying to force me to go. If you're going to dump me, can we at least go to the Drewski show? Then you can dump me. I'm getting the tickets. I still was standing on me not going. So then he started getting real creepy. And this is how you know people get crazy. People get stalkerish. And you got to like really watch your back. He sends me his location. He's like, just in case something happened to me. Just in case while I'm at this show, somebody can find me. I'm not responding. Why this man never even went to the show? I'm not going. I'm just watch the football games to be safe out there. So now I'm thinking maybe that was a lie too. Like he used the Drewski show to get back in. But anyways, now that we at the house or whatever, I'm letting him know like, yo, I missed my period. Nah, you straight. I ain't do that. Like, you not pregnant. But while he's staying at the house, he sees that I'm sleeping all day and he starts comparing me to his baby mama. Oh yeah, BM used to sleep all day when she was pregnant. At this point, he's tired of me saying that I feel like I'm pregnant and stuff. So he's like, let's go to CVS and let's get a test. I just want to prove to you that I didn't get you pregnant. Before I pee on the stick, we already had a conversation. If I was to be pregnant, we know we're not together. We know we're not going to work out. We know we're not for each other. And we beefing. So no, we're not trying to go through it. And he's like, yeah, you're right. Like, I need to learn how to be a better dad to my daughter. I don't need to be carrying a whole nother child. All that stuff he kept saying, right? It's time to pee on that stick. This is the fastest I ever seen 2 lines in my life.
Oh, hell no. Absolutely not.
I take it to him. He is so calm. He's just like, oh, you are pregnant. What do you mean, oh? Like, what do you mean? He was excited. Like, oh my God, I want to do it the right way this time. Like, it was just like, he knew what he did, what he did. I don't know. It's like he knew what he did. I'm like, oh no. No, we're not having no child. What? What are you talking about? I know we're not together now, but that doesn't mean we won't be together in 9 months. I started putting on my clothes. I'm going to go tell my mama. He like, why you finna go tell her? Don't go tell her nothing. Like, bro, why would you tell her? She not gonna like me. She gonna start looking at me wrong. I'm like, I'm finna go tell my mother. He was trying his best to convince me to keep this baby, but I'm telling y'all, this was the most convincing decision I already made in my head. But it was the hardest decision too, because I'm like, dang, I don't want to have to go through. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to go through that. He's thinking that we're going to get back together because there's 2 lines on that stick. Once he knew the baby wasn't going to bring us back together, he kind of hopped on the bandwagon of not going through with the pregnancy. He took his ass back to Florida. He left my ass, y'all. Then he texted me, hey, what we going to do about the baby situation? And I'm just going to drop the screenshot. I told him I was stuck between the two because I was. I didn't know how to really go through with the abortion. Like, I did it. I don't think that's a good idea. I really was stuck in between the two, y'all. Like, I know I was like, I ain't want it, but like, dang, I really got to go through with the abortion. I ain't know how to feel about that. So at this point, I don't know if he's trying to guilt trip me or something, but remember when you called me a bitch? Remember when you called me that and I said I got an extra screenshot for that one? Oh, sorry it even got to this point. I really hate to abort the one child I actually wanted. Oh, so we're just gonna forget you got a whole child in this world and you basically saying you didn't want her? Oh my gosh! Woo! I gotta go to that clinic ASAP. Rocky. I let him know I had already booked the appointment. You either coming or you're not coming, but I'm already on the way. So he actually comes back because I told him I had an appointment. He comes back to Atlanta for the day of the appointment. Alarm woke me up bright and early. He was like, do we really have to go? Can we do it another day? I'm like, hell no, get your ass up. Get your ass up. We going to that clinic. But while this is happening, I really am sad as hell. Like, I am so sad. Like, I'm damn near crying because I'm like, oh my God, I got to go to this damn clinic. You know, women, y'all know how emotions be. Y'all, on the way to the clinic, he puts the camera this close to my face. And he's like, tell everybody where we're going. Yeah, tell everybody where we're going, you murderer. You murderer. He kept calling me that. Oh, she's ill in our baby. And yeah, like, we could turn around. It's not too late. We could turn around. Like, at this point, he needs to be outside with the damn protesters. He is making me feel so bad on the way to the clinic. Like, I'm like, why do you have this camera in my face making me feel bad, calling me a murderer? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can say that on TikTok. I'm praying on the way to the clinic, like, God, give me a sign. If this is something that I need to be doing, this is something I don't need to be doing. Like, I'm literally praying because I really did not want to go through with the abortion. I just didn't want to have a baby by him. He didn't even help me pay for it, child. I go up there, swipe my card. Y'all, I lay down on the table. When I tell y'all, before I lay down on the table, I was like, God, please give me a sign. That lady put that little ultrasound in there and was like, we don't see nothing.
I'm like, what you mean we don't see nothing? Because I didn't tell y'all we did go to the hospital and got a confirmed pregnancy. Like, after we did pee on the stick and stuff, we went to the hospital, it was confirmed. So they like, come back in like 3 days, and maybe the baby will show, but we can't go through the procedure if we don't see nothing. I called him like, come back and get me. They said I can't go through with it. He was like, what? Huh? They said you can't go through with it? Maybe that's a sign. Maybe we need to keep the baby. I'm like, no, maybe I need to come back in 3 days. Y'all, the next day I start seeing spots, you know, like blood coming out, right? Oh, this is too much. My mom like, that's not normal. You might be having a miscarriage. So I let him know like, yo, I'm bleeding. And he's like, oh, well, my baby mama used to bleed. It's normal. He's telling me his baby mama used to bleed while she was pregnant. Like, why you keep comparing me to your baby mama when I'm literally carrying your child right now? Later on that night, I'm bleeding so heavy, like heavy, and it's so painful, y'all. Like, I'm like in excruciating pain. And I'm like letting him know, like, bro, I think I'm literally having, like, I'm losing the baby right now. Like, he's still paying me no mind playing that damn game, eating McDonald's. I go to the bathroom, I sit down, and the toilet fills up with Kool-Aid, literally. So I'm calling his name, and he's like, I don't want to see that. Like, don't nobody want to see that. I'm like, bro, like, I need your help right now. I know this is God right now. God is like, I know you don't want to go through with the abortion, and I know you don't want to go through this pregnancy. Just let this be a lesson learned. You are losing this child. Let this be a lesson. I go to my mom's house. I leave our house. I go to my mom's house, and my mama got me a heating pad. She got me hot tea. Like, she's there with me. Like, she's literally acting like my baby daddy. I go to the hospital in the morning. I don't even tell him. I go to the hospital. They confirmed that I'm literally having a complete miscarriage. And
Women, let this be a lesson to us all to protect our wombs. 1 and 2, I'm very sad and sorry that this happened to her, but this was God's protection, because you do not want that man to be the father of your child or any child, especially the way he talks about the mother of his child that he has now and the way he talks about the child that he has now. This was God's protection. All right, bye.
And he's like, why you didn't tell me? I don't want you near me. I don't want you around me. I want you to get up and I want you to get out, because this is a lesson learned. I'm so glad I didn't have this man baby. Once he found out that I actually had a miscarriage, he was like, if I could save the baby, I would, but I couldn't. If I could stop you from bleeding, I would, but I couldn't. I honestly don't know if this was him being sympathetic or this him gaslighting me. All I know is he had September 30th to be out of my house because I was completely done with him. But once he knew the day that he had to leave is when he started getting stalkerish, is when he started getting crazy, and when he would not leave me the fuck alone. He started wondering if there was dudes going to be at the house, then talking about something. Just for that, I'm staying another night. Now that it was said and done, that we was officially over and he was officially moving out the house, I confronted him about everything. The car, the money, the house, the dog, the little circle white things. And he admitted to it all. So I don't know why he's on this app acting like I'm telling lies when you admitted to all your lies. What did I lie about? I don't want to waste too much time on these screenshots, so pause the screen. He told me why he lied to me. And y'all, before he even admitted to everything, I confronted him in his face about the C8. I was like, I don't think that's your car, because if you needed a co-signer on this car and you don't have insurance on this car, how did you even get a C8? He was like, it's a strike or something. Like, it's a stolen car. I bought it off the street and it's hot, so I don't really drive it like that. So I'm like, hold on. You picked me up on our first date in a stolen vehicle? He knew that didn't sound right. So he finally admitted, okay, I don't know why I lied about the car. I had to throw that in there because I feel like he'll lie to the grave, literally. Now it's time to talk about the bills. Yes, you don't stay at my house no more. Yes, I'm kicking you out, but you told me from the beginning that you was going to pay up the lease and you didn't want to leave me with all the bills. That's what you told me. I knew that was a lie because I seen that you didn't really have the money like that. But he still was trying to put on his front, even when he is leaving my house, that he will pay the bills. Let me help you. That's almost going to be like $50,000. Let me be your financial crutch. You can go out, do your thing, even go on dates, but I refuse to let you blow all your money on this house. Hell no. I promise you, you won't even know I'm here. Like, ooh, screenshot. Yes, I'm keeping in touch with him because, yes, he's living in Florida right now, but all his belongings is still at my house. I'm still going to give you money, and I'm not worried at all. You can link with 30 dudes, blah, 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 blah. Just keep still trying to throw fake money at me. So now we get on the subject of when are you going to get all of your things out of my house? To me, it seemed like he was refusing to leave the house, and he kept coming up with different lies and excuses of why he couldn't leave. I made sure I was putting it in black and white that you have until September 30th. If you don't have your stuff out of my house by September 30th, all your stuff will be gone, literally. But of course, he'll still make it about a boy. He loved talking about boys. Manipulation, he still think he got control. Bro, my stuff bothering you that bad? Yes, it's in my house, get out! September 30th comes, and of course, he's nowhere to be found. So October 1st, he texts me, and he says they don't have a U-Haul in the size he need, so he need extra days. As you can see, he's just coming up with a whole bunch of lies and excuses of why he can't get all his stuff out of my house. I even sent him proof that it was U-Hauls available. Why are you still lying to me? Why are you doing the most? I haven't even been there. I don't care that you haven't been here. All your stuff is still here, which means you're still trying to find ways to get in. You're still trying to find ways to control me, and I don't like that. I really don't have long to put all the excuses and the lies that he kept making up of why he couldn't get his stuff. Just know he was supposed to be out September 30th, and it's now about October 10th, 11th, maybe. But then he comes to the house finally, and he comes with no U-Haul. I don't know whatever happened to the U-Haul he said he booked and he already got, but he comes in his Hellcat. And at this point, he's moving stuff into the garage. And I'm hearing him clink, clank, clink, clank throughout the house. We ain't even say 2 words to each other. But later on that night,
I get a call from, hello, you have a collect call from an inmate in Atlanta City. We didn't even go through all that. Just know I had to bail him out. He always want to put, oh, she evil. I bailed him out because nobody else could. I did. No license, no insurance, got locked up, no money on my card. I had to bail him out. Oh, this is just me, you know, paying $1,300 to the bail's bondman. Going to go sign the bond now. But I'm evil. I even let him stay at the house, y'all, when I bailed him out. For 3 days, because he had nowhere to go. I let him stay at the house in the guest room. At a house where he paid 0 bills. Speaking of bills, he told me he was supposed to pay for the utilities the time he was actually living at the house. He never gave me the money for it. So I'm like, this man's still trying to scam me because he so-called said he sent it and sent me proof to him sending it. But he don't know that I see that the money never came to my account. I showed him the bill that was due. He said he already sent it through PayPal. It should be there in the beginning of the week. So the $310 that he sent me through PayPal returned. So no more insufficient funds. You didn't reach your max capacity of overdraft. It returned. So you never sent me the $310, or maybe you did. It just never came to my account. He's still trying to show me proof that the money came out of his account. No, sir. The money got returned back to you. Just more money that he still owed me. But let's move on to the next subject because I got to fit all this shit into 10 minutes. He finally moves everything out of the house, y'all. He's completely going out the house. So I'm thinking I'm completely done dealing with him. I'm completely done talking to him. There's nothing else me and him have to talk about unless it's him paying me rent. Now that he is gone, this is him missing me. This is him trying to get me back. This is him trying to still have access to me because he loved me and I was the best girlfriend he ever had. I don't even know why he want to kick it to y'all like I'm just this badass person. You loved me. It's okay. I loved you too. Meet up with some influencers in Florida and he decides that he want to see me, right? He decides that he want to give me something. I don't know what the something is, but he's texting my phone and I'm not texting back. It's becoming like harassment at this point. Look at the date too. This is October 18th, not too long ago. It's so weird not talking to you on the phone every day. I hate this. I really don't want to talk to no other. I don't see how this is so easy for you. I love you. Good night. Good morning. He sends me this. So like, I'm like, I look like a complete goofy. These was for you, but I don't even know. I'm embarrassed myself. Blah, blah, blah. Just take a look at it. So he wants to meet up with me to give me these roses, but I'm looking real close to the roses. And I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. Some don't seem right. Are these not the same roses you gave your baby mama? Baby mama that you don't even know? So now I feel tried. Yeah, I do. So I told him I don't want them, keep them, do whatever you got to do with them. He was like, it's more money that come with it. It's to help you with the bills. Whatever. I don't want them. I'm in my feelings at this point because ain't no way you just try to give me something that you get. No. I stopped talking to him. I leave him alone. Y'all, why in the world do I get a text message from him? And he's like, who just connected to the internet at the house? Who do you have at the house? How do you know somebody is at my house? Then he texts, then they disconnected as soon as I sent you that message. That's weird. I was just trying to make sure you were aware somebody was trying. How do you even know somebody's at my house if I'm not there? So that was weird to me. Like, he did say he was going to continue to pay for the Wi-Fi because he set the Wi-Fi up. But I didn't know that he was going to be watching who connects to the Wi-Fi. That's weird. At this point, I just block him because this is getting out of hand. About 5 days later, mind you, I haven't heard from him or anything. Like, I'm like, all right, bet, we good. He's blocked. I don't hear from him. There's somebody at my Ring camera. They have a delivery from him. I almost said his name.
Some flowers and like some edible arraignment fruits.
I'm like, bro, no. Like, I'm really mad because it's like, you're doing all of this. You're trying to show all this effort. Like, you're sorry. You want me back and all that. But it's like, I still don't got no money for the rent. Leave me alone. Where my mama at? Damn. So this is how I got back in contact with him because my mama wanted to put us on three-way. Because she confronted him and was like, yo, what's going on? You doing this the wrong way. Like, what's going on with you and my daughter? That's how my mama got involved. The three-way call did not go well. And at the end of the three-way call, I was like, look, are you going to help me with this rent or not? Because you said you were. Now you're saying you're not. Oh, no, I ain't finna help you with nothing. So I said, okay, bet. Since you want to do all of this and then you want to disrespect my parents because my parents got involved. He told me that my dad bleed like he bleed. Like, I thought that was a threat. You can even hear it in his diss track that he's disrespecting my mom. And my mom did so much for him. Like, my mom was literally a mom to him. Like, she's hurt like I'm hurt because he fooled both of us. But I told him that I was going to go tell my story on the internet because at this point, it's getting crazy. It's getting wild. You don't want to pay me. You don't want to do what you said do. You want to still be around. But I don't know. It just got to the point where I said, I'm going to tell my story. He sent this to my mom and said, as soon as she get on live and start telling my business, as soon as she goes to the internet, he's going to sue me for defamation of character and he's going to go to the police. Police ass motherfucker. I still decide to go tell my story. Who the fuck did I move in with? And while I'm telling my story, of course, he puts out a diss track about me or whatever. After the diss tracks, we get in contact with each other, which is true. He tells me that he's suing me. He's taking me to court. I need to get my money up for my lawyers because it's going down. He like, keep the parts coming because the more parts you post, the more me and my lawyer can work with. Make sure you get a lawyer. Like, I'm talking about he's so big on taking me to the police. So he texts my phone. He DMs me on Instagram. And he hits me up on TikTok. And he sends me this message right here. My lawyer reached out to you through email. Do you have an attorney so he can speak directly with them and not you? He sends me the cease and desist letter, and he tells me we can keep it out of court. I'm asking you nicely. Then he sends me this. You think it ain't gonna be no consequences and repercussions? You'll see soon. I'm a little scared. So I check my email to see what lawyer hit me up. Let me drop the email that the lawyer sent me. The lawyer sent me. So his lawyer, Freddie Notch, ends up hitting me up, and this is the email he sends me. So I'm like, Freddie Notch, that's the same name I remember she had told me that he used to get the house. Like, he had made a fake ID and everything with Freddie Notch on it. Oh my God. Actually, my friend did the research for me. Take a good look at this picture from Freddie Notch.
I searched up lawyer in Google. This picture popped up. This lawyer name is Anad Che.